Welcome back to DocTrack User Training. For this lesson, we're going to go over the Hold Email in Drafts folder option. Let's assume you're a salesperson with your company. When documents like customer order verifications are generated, DocTrack has been set up so that a copy is emailed directly to the customer. This email could even include a professional HTML display with links to websites that can help educate your customer. That's great. It saves time and minimizes mistakes. But what if your company wants you to review all of your order verifications before they go out to the customer? And what if you wanted to add a personal note on the email to your customer contact? There's a solution for that too. It's called the Hold Email in Drafts folder feature, and it can be enabled for all of the customer order verifications that you generate. In fact, if you generate any of these reports, you can use this feature anytime the document is set up to be emailed automatically. To use this function, you first need to coordinate with your DocTrack administrator to make sure that this can be done at your company. There are some significant prerequisites and setup tasks required for this to work properly. Also, you'll want to make sure that you've created the appropriate document profile for the recipient. As we've just seen in earlier lessons, these are required to set up automatic emailing when the document is generated. For instance, you need a customer document profile for order verifications, a vendor document profile for purchase orders, and so on. Once all that's done, then you should be ready. Let's try one now. We'll stay with the salesperson example. As you can see, I'm logged into Sightline as Kirk Taylor from our sales department. I'm going to generate an order verification report for customer order number 1028. This is an order from customer number 1, Coordinated Bicycles, and it's referencing their purchase order number 1007. First, I'll verify that we've set up the customer document profile for this customer. I'll filter the task for Order Verification Report. And there's customer number 1. Now, hopefully this looks familiar to you because it's the same customer document profile we set up in the earlier lesson. There's the email address of my contact, Charles Lom, and it's active. Yep, everything looks good. Next, before I go any further, let's take a look at my Outlook mail. And you can see here that the drafts folder is empty. Okay, now let's open customer orders. And filter for number 1028. And I'll look it over. Here's their purchase order number 1007. And it all looks pretty good. Now I'll just click the Order Verification Report button. Let's go ahead and include the attachments. And then click Print DocTrack. Here's the new order verification, bundled with attachments, and archived just like we want. Now, with any luck, that email to Charles Lom will be sitting in my drafts folder waiting for me to review it. Let's just see if it's there. Here's my Outlook. And here it is, just like we expected. First, I'll open the attached order verification and review it. Looks good to me. And now I think I'll just add a quick personal note. Now all I have to do is click Send. Now there is something to keep in mind here. The order verification has been generated, archived, and attached to the customer order record in Sightline. If you decide not to send this email for any reason, you'll probably want to make sure that both the attachment and the archived file are deleted. Otherwise, people would assume that the customer actually received it. That's the Hold Email in Drafts folder feature. And that's all for now.